On today's episode of the Cryptoverse Market Roundup, Dash gains 18% to set an all-time high, Neo pulls back 10%, and I'll do a reading of the regular Bitcoin and altcoin price chart readings. All of that coming up on today's episode of the Cryptoverse Market Roundup, so stay right there. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse Market Roundup. I'm your host, Chris Coney, the founder of Cryptoversity, the online school where you can learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchains. Find out more at cryptoversity.com. So let's head over to CoinMarketCap for the regular price movements so I can give out my various range of awards. The biggest winner in the top 20 by percentage today is Dash, hitting an all-time high. We'll look at the Dash price chart reading in just a moment, but according to CoinMarketCap, it's gained 18.5% in the last 24 hours. It's done that on $88 million worth of trading volume, and it's put Dash in 9th place in terms of overall market cap because its market cap has now reached $1.8 billion. I had a look around, and according to the Dash Force News, Dash is reaching an all-time high because they believe people are cashing out Bitcoin profits that have been gained from the recent rally in Bitcoin and then putting them into Dash. That's where Dash Force News is saying that this capital is coming from that's pushing the Dash price up so fast. So I thought you'd be interested in that. Converse to that, we have Neo right above Dash. It's down today 10%, making it the biggest loser in the top 20. And it puts Neo at $41.78 and a $2 billion market cap. As we've seen, Neo has been on a mad run recently, so it's probably a bit overheated. A 10% pullback, nothing to worry about, I don't think. In terms of the most traded altcoin, we have OmiseGO, also up 11%. It's on another mad run. It's been continuing just like Neo has been recently. OmiseGO now in 11th place, $900 million market cap, $9.16 for an OmiseGO token, and $187 million worth of OmiseGO has been traded in the last 24 hours. In terms of the honorable mention, we have a 17% gain on IOTA. IOTA now in 5th place above LiteCoin, $1.08 per million IOTA, putting IOTA just shy of $3 billion market cap. It's then looking at gunning for Bitcoin Cash, which is a good $2 billion ahead. And then, for the Crazy Coin Award today, it may be one that you've heard of. We only have to go down to 57th place to find Monaco. Monaco being one of those cryptocurrency debit and credit cards like 10x or Token Card. Monaco in the last 24 hours has gained 188%. Now, I personally think, just off the top of my head, this is the fear of missing out. Because 10x went on such a mad run last week, I think people are thinking now 10x has stabilized. The Monaco run is the next opportunity to gain if you missed out on that, right? So a Monaco token is now worth $11.06 and on $53 million of trading volume. So that's a decent amount. Monaco sat there at $108.5 million by market cap. And interestingly enough, talking of these cryptocurrency credit and debit cards, there is another crazy coin down here. Token Card, another competitor to Monaco and 10x, itself today has gained 148%, up to $2.63 a coin, but only a $62 million market cap. Very interesting stuff indeed. Definitely competition hotting up in the cryptocurrency card market. So that's all in terms of the market roundup. Let's move on to the chart reading, courtesy of Coinigy. If you'd like to sign up for a Coinigy account, click the link in the video description, and you can draw charts like this, connect it to your exchange, trade right from the charts, and then even copy my analysis if you want, or if you just want to follow along. So Bitcoin Cash, nothing much up with Bitcoin Cash right now. It's kind of going really sideways around a $300 mark. Nothing to say about that really. Bitcoin itself is maintaining these all-time highs around or above $4,000. I drew the $4,000 support line. It's not been broken yesterday. The low of the day was below 4,000, which is why I hesitated there for a second. but it did not hold. So 3 times now, yesterday, the day before, and the day before that, 3 attempts have been made to break back down below $4,000, and all 3 of them have failed. That's fascinating, given the meteoric rise from, we were suddenly sitting there at 3,380 odd. 3 days later, boom, we're above 4,000. I mean, that's a good run right there. And then we hit that all-time high yesterday, well, not yesterday, day before that, which was 44.30, pretty high. And we're almost near that right now. We're about $100 away from that right now at $4,356. So yes, could be enthusiasm on the way to activation of segregated witness, which is due to happen like next Tuesday, I believe. And then if we look at the Dash chart, we can see what this all-time high rally looks like. Well, it's not a rally, it's only 2 days. So it was really yesterday where we broke above the resistance line that I was looking at. I had a profit target, remember, of 210. Well, that's completely been obliterated. There was no way to predict this particular run using technical analysis. It's because it's so significant, right? Even though when you get a breakout like this, we've been above 210 before though, so it wasn't like this explosive move up was because the resistance was so strong and then broke, right? If it had never been above 210, like never ever, then fine, I would say that the pressure was building up and this could be the size of the breakout. However, I can see already on this screen there are 3 distinct instances in the last month or so where Dash has traded above 210, so it's not that strong of resistance, right? Granted, it pulled the price back under every time, but there were some trades that went through above 210, so someone was willing to buy Dash for $210. Anyway, yesterday we had this massive run. It actually opened yesterday at $203, and it ended the day at 231, so that's a decent run. And today it's continued, and right now we're at that all-time high of 247. Actually, 248 was the all-time high for today, according to the price from Bitfinex in US dollars. So that's good news for Dash. If there was a pullback, we might see a pullback to 225 or right back to that $210 mark. Ethereum then. Ethereum is still stuck in that range that we talked about, $306 at the top. It's making a bit of an attempt to break that right now because it's trading at $308. It's not the first time it's made an attempt. There's 3 other candles in this particular consolidation where it made an attempt to break up above and hold it. Didn't hold. This is only over sort of 10 candles, so it's not that long term of a pattern here. If we do break $306 though, we might see a run up to $353. Now IOTA, we know that's been on a mad run and it continues to move up. Again, yesterday it tested that level again of 85 cents. Didn't break down below it, bounced right off it, and now we're up above $1, which is the first time ever. Now, because of that, that's the time to draw a horizontal support line at $1, because that is the first time it's been above $1 and also a psychologically significant level. So I'm going to draw myself a thin white line horizontally across the $1 mark, and then we can see 2 days ago the high of that day struggled to get above it. Yesterday was the breakout, and today it's held above. So what I would look to see, I would expect rather, today we might see a pullback to the $1 mark. And if this is good support, then we're going to bounce off of that. But it's good to put it on the charts and then, excuse me, track it that way. Remember, whenever you update your indicators on Coinigy, you must click the save button to upload it back to the cloud. Otherwise, if you close your browser and come back, I've noticed your indicators don't hold. Now, LiteCoin is still scraping along that 50-day moving average, and it's still stuck in the medium-term trend line I keep talking about. The range for today and yesterday is reasonably slim, but we talked about the 2 lines of support. There was the $43 mark, which actually coincides with one of its Fibonacci retracement lines, but also protected from a downtrend by the 50-day moving average. So those 2 seem to be holding up so far. There's 2 tails below the 50-day moving average and the 23% Fibonacci level, but again, those prices have been rejected on both occasions, and now the price is sitting at above $43, actually almost $44 right now. So I'm pretty confident, but looking at this, that LiteCoin will hold above $43. And then a quick look at Monero, still sitting under $50. Still no indication that it's really, it's not moving a lot right now. Not today and yesterday. We've got a bit of a doji on the go today with a mild gain on the day, but nothing really to say about it. The bottom of the range, just a reminder, $42.83 at the bottom, Fibonacci level, and then it's $50 at the top, which is also another Fibonacci level, meaning it would be even stronger resistance on that index case. The previous attempt was made back here on the 8th of August, but stayed above it for about a day, and now it's come back under it again. Quick look at Ripple. It's been sliding gradually and consistently for a couple of months now, and it continues to do so. The low of the Fibonacci levels here, which is actually the 0% retracement line, it's at 14 cents. And I've drawn that, well, if you can see this on YouTube, you can see how I've drawn that from where the data begins down to the low of the 27th of May, which was the last time it traded at 14 cents, well, 14.5 cents. And you look at the ranges more recently with Ripple. Ripple was quite hot in terms of big moves. And I remember these times back in May time when Ripple was all the talk, right? Because they was doing these big gains. And the ranges of the candles have now become more civilized, right? And despite that, there's still a bit of a trickle in a downward direction. And you can see my medium-term trend line there and the 50-day moving average moving downwards. So the floor would be that 14 cent mark. So we'll see if it continues to trickle down there and whether that does provide support or whether it will break. And what else have I got here? Oh, I did NEO, didn't I? But we haven't got much data on this yet. This is NEO against Tether, which is pretty much the US dollar. And this is the pullback we saw in CoinMarketCap. There's actually been 3 or 4 seller days in the last 4 days, but great big ranges. I'm not sure, I should check the volume on this because those big heads and tails, that's usually a sign of poor volume, that kind of volatility. But this is not meaningful at all. It's like the Bitcoin cash chart. There's just not enough data here to really do any analysis on. The only other thing I'll check in on is gold. Again, it kind of looks like Ripple, this chart. It's very small candles trickling down in a downwards direction. And of course, because it's trading against Bitcoin, the more Bitcoin strengthens, the more whatever trades against it will weaken, you know. All right, that's it for the Market Roundup. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And if you would like access to my very best material, such as my structured online courses that will teach you things like how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out cryptoversity.com. Alright guys, that's all for today. I'll be back later with the news and commentary show. So until then, here's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.